Hey guys, welcome back to Jensen's Reptiles. Today we're going to be talking about carpet pythons, specifically jungle carpet pythons like Mopani here. So we're going to talk a little bit about housing and care. So Mopani is in a 4x4 foot Viv Exotic Arboreal, so she's got loads of space to climb. Carpet pythons can live up to 20 years and over actually, so if you are thinking of getting one, just remember they do live a really long time, so prepare yourselves for that. If you're quite young and you're thinking of going off to university, maybe not the best pet for now. But if your parents are happy to look after it for you while you're away, fantastic. So, carpet pythons are wonderfully inquisitive animals, can be a little bit snappy, but with regular handling and lots of care and attention, they can be nice, lovely, calm animals. So I'm sitting here with the door of Mopani's vivarium open, and unlike when she was a little bit younger, she's not trying to eat my face, which is great. So we're actually friends now, I'd say. So temperature wise, her tank is heated by that ceramic over there, that black one. That's a white python ceramic and guard, and she has a temperature gradient of 32 degrees over on her warm spot, down to 22 degrees over on her cooler end. In the summer months, obviously that's going to be higher on the cooler end, but that's completely normal. Mop just comes out a little bit more so that she can feel a breeze every now and then. So, jungle carpet pythons love to climb. As you can see, Mop likes to go up. She actually spends a lot of time up on her lamp fixture here on the top there. So it's always best to provide them with lots of branches, lots of interest. Mopani's got two big branches in here, which have got some cross sections on them, so she can either sit at the front or the back, or she can bask over there right below her heat. Now, they don't spend all of their time up in the trees, so you want to create some ground cover for them as well. So over under this big fern here, Mopani's got a hide, and then she's got a bigger hide over there. So she doesn't seem to mind if the hide is open or not, so she's doing absolutely fine with that tortoise hide, which creates another basking spot a bit lower down on that left hand side there. Now, carpet pythons also like their humidity to be between 50 and 60% most of the time, but when they're shedding, between 60 and 70 is great. So provide a nice big water bowl, that way they can have a little soak if they want to as well. So the fixture that Mopani's climbing onto right now is her UV lamp. So that's a 6% UV, so just natural daylight. And she's got that basking branch there if she wants to go and soak up some extra UV rays, which she will do from time to time. She's not a regular basker, but it's nice to have the option. Other than that, her tank is lit with the LEDs, so those are on for 12 hours a day, whereas the UV is only on between 12 and 4. So just 4 hours of kind of UV basking, and in my mind that's kind of peak day basking time. So they're a wonderful snake to own. They do get quite big, so between 5 and 9 feet. You can see Mopani is a youngster, so she's quite small at the moment. Feeding wise, rats are a great option. So the best thing to do with carpet pythons is actually start them on rats. That way when they're older, they're not going to be stubborn about anything, and they'll move on to rats a little bit more easily. With Mopani, I actually had her on mice to start with because that's what she was being fed when I got her. Issue being now that she's a little bit bigger and starting to grow, I want to move her on to rats, but she won't take them. She doesn't like the smell. So chicks are a good option as well. So carpet pythons actually feed on bats a lot of the time. They'll happily grab a bat out of the air. They're very, very fast. So anything kind of flighty is great. Obviously chicks don't fly, but it's a great source of food for her at the moment. Gonna keep trying to get her back onto rats at some point, so that when she's older there won't be much difficulty with feeding her. With that being said, if you're about to get a young carpet python, just bear in mind they're going to get quite big. They're going to need a fair bit of space, and then they're going to need large prey. So if you can start them on rats nice and early, that's wonderful. Now, going back to size and enclosure size, this is as I said, a 4 foot by 4 foot tank. So for Mopani at the moment it's great, but what about when she gets to be, you know, potentially 8-9 feet long if she's one of the big ones? Then I'm going to need a much bigger tank for her, probably one double the size of this, if not more. So also something to prepare yourselves for. If you do get a carpet python and it's female, they do get quite large. So just keep an eye on that. Make sure that you're going to have enough space as your animal grows. Now, as far as handling goes, as I said, they can be a little bit flighty, a little bit bitey when they're young. just persevere. If you're interested in learning more about carpet pythons, there's a YouTube channel called GottaLoveCarpetPythons, who I'll link in the comments below. She's absolutely incredible, and I learnt so much from her about just learning that patience and trust with an animal that may be a little bit more difficult than your standard corn snake or royal python when it comes to handling. That being said, loads of carpet pythons are absolutely wonderful from the get-go, so it's luck of the draw really. Mopani had a fair bit of attitude when we first got her, but now she's an absolute angel. I can happily and comfortably put my face right next to hers while I'm changing out her water bowl, and there are no issues whatsoever. So, I hope that helps anyone that's getting a carpet python. If you've got any questions, do post them in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will catch up with you all soon.